What's up, everybody? It is Moab Easter Jeep Safari 2022, and we are excited to be here. It has been a long time since we've even been in Jeeps. King of the Hammers came, and we've just been flat out wide open at the shop, and it's just been a lot going on. So we are excited to be back. We got some new Jeeps in the arsenal, and I am just excited to give you guys a little breakdown of the Jeeps that we have with the Currie's. So I'm going to take you guys through my our JK. It's John's JK. I got my new 392, and then I got my dad's JT. Want to just give you guys a little bit of a explanation of what we have done to each of them, why we did what we did, and if you guys have any questions, shoot us a message or leave a comment so we can write back. And for me, I've been really enjoying building Jeeps and entertaining new ideas and just learning about the best way to build a Jeep. So for me, if you guys have anything, shoot me a DM or leave a comment. So let's go check out the JK first, and we'll go through and see what we got. We have a 2015 Rubicon JK that has been converted with the JK8 kit, which I absolutely love. It's our second one we've had in the family. So it's now a two-door truck with this JK. First things first, it's on 40-inch Nitto tires. We got KMC wheels, non-beadlock. For me, it's just more showing that the capabilities of a Jeep without beadlock. You don't necessarily need them if you're not running crazy low air pressure. So for us, having 10 pounds of air, we've never really had a problem and not put ourselves in a situation where I felt that it was very much needed. So just something that we test and want to make sure everyone knows that you absolutely don't have to have beadlocks to be out on the rocks. So we run a 17-inch wheel. This Jeep has the Currie Extreme 60s front and back. This is our crate program. The rear ends that and front end you can buy right off our website. 7 inches wide, bolt-in replacement. It's literally plug and play. All the sensors, everything just plugs right in, so you don't have any lights on your dash, and it'll drive down the road at whatever safe speed like your wife thinks it's stock. So there's no crazy modifications to make it feel scary down the road. So this is a LS3 built by Mala. It has a bruiser conversions kit to basically get it inside the motor. So with the Extreme 60s, 500 horsepower, the capability is all there, no problem. 35 spline axles in the back and front, and literally it's kind of the ultimate package for this upgraded motor for the guy that does want more power than a stock V6. It just really does the job well. So Baja design light in the front. This has all Savvy bumpers and rock rails on it. It's got a worn winch, factor 55 hook. It has the Rock Chalk 4-inch lift on it with all their suspension, all their control arms, sway bars. It has all the Rock Chalk steering on it. And then what it does have in the back, I was having a problem with the spring rate. As I have no weight in the back, I took the cage out, we took the top off. There's just no weight. There's literally nothing in the back. So I was having a problem with spring. I did go to a 2.5-inch Fox coilover so I can put some iBox springs in there and really control my ride height. By doing that, I was able to get the ride to sit back down comfortably, but also make it so it'll climb without squatting out. So we did do a coilover in the back. It's running a 2.5-inch shock in the front with high speed and low speed compression, so that we can tune the front. It is a little bit heavier in the front, so I do, for me it worked out good because it actually sat the vehicle down about 1/2 inch in the front, which I like it a little bit lower. For me, I'm a big fan about half of the travel of the shock, so it's about a 10-inch travel shock, 5 inches of shock shaft showing. It's really my happy spot. That way, if you're gonna drive fast, you get up travel, and if you're driving slow on the rocks, it will have some droop as well. So that being said, it's got Artec skid plates underneath the entire thing, Spicer dry shafts front and back. It's just the bolt-in dry shafts. Since we're running the stock transfer case, it was easy to just use the Spicer shafts front and back. Really, rather than that, the complete thing is stock on the inside. We do have the Switch Pros controlling the lockers and the air compressor. And one of the cool thing that we did do, we put some headers on it. So we went to the muffler man, got with MagnaFlow and built a radical set of headers for the thing just to spice it up, give it more power. So it sounds good, runs good. It's just an all-around great JK. And now that more and more people are wanting to do upgrades to their Jeeps, I wanted to show the potential of how strong the Extreme 60 axles are with an upgraded LS3 motor. So that is an overall great running JK. Now I'll break down the new 392 that I'm very, very excited about. And, you know, we've put a lot of time and effort into the product that we're putting on it. We only built it in a week. We ran out of time just with the fact that there's no actual parts available for them. So it came down to the wire, but we got it all done. So let me give you guys the breakdown of the 392. So with this, we know people like big fancy things. The power's getting more insane. Obviously the 392 comes with a lot more power. It's all-wheel drive. And for myself, and knowing the people that I know at Jeep and the things that I've heard about the transfer case, is that there is a way to make it two-wheel drive. But we've heard some things about the transfer case getting affected by that. So what I've done is I've kept this Jeep all-wheel drive. By doing that, I did a slug and cap in the front. So at this time, it's all-time four-wheel drive. Basically kept it stock in my mindset. I did the new Platinum Edition Currie axles. So it's a 70 front, 70 rear. We're running a 4-inch tube in the back. It's 40 spline axles. I'm running the Auburn lockers front and rear. We have been working with Auburn to make some modifications to the lockers to better fit all of our Currie products. So I'm pretty excited about that. In the front, I'm doing an RCV shaft as we are all-wheel drive, just having a CV front drive shaft just to help with any noise or vibration on the road, since don't want any. You know, this Jeep will drive 80 miles an hour with one hand on the wheel and no more noise than it did stock. So it's pretty amazing how quiet it is, being that it's all-wheel drive with 70s front and rear. So we got the brand new PSE steering on this thing. It is brand new and not a lot of work, but it was pretty amazing. We took all the stock steering out and, you know, we went back to the original or the OG hydraulic steering. That way we can get the ram assist on there and really get the feeling of the steering to be how we want it. With, you know, 40-inch tires, we didn't want to fight the steering a bunch. So by doing the ram assist, it really just helps that steering, takes all that load off the box and the electric pump. So don't have much problems with that, and it's been great so far. One cool feature on this is that we now have made our own rotors to basically take the JT calipers front and back. By doing that, there's no more of this goofy, oh, you need to change your master cylinder to match the brake size, but the front back brakes are bigger than the back brakes, or the proportioning's off either way. Like now, to me, these are the same brakes that come on a Ram 1500. So the stopping power is there. It's really been a great pedal because it's all stock calipers. With our new rotors, it's a 14 1/8 rotor, so it's a really big rotor, and cooling has been great, and it honestly has a fantastic feel to the pedal. Best part is I never even had to bleed the brakes. The brake lines were long enough stock, so we didn't even have to take them off. We didn't have to do any bleeding, nothing. So that made it really, really nice. With this, I am running a B-Lock KMC wheel, and I'm running the Nitto 40-inch tires as well. So to me, it's an all-around great package. These tires just do a really good job, because whether you're driving on the road or you want to go out here on the rocks or play in the sand or in the dirt, like, they have great traction on all of them. So that's absolutely why we love running them. I truly feel that they're a great all-around tire, and it's a true 40. So getting that extra height is always a helpful deal. So we're running the 3.0 Fox shocks front and back. Just a big fan of the 3.0s. The control you have on low speed and high speed is amazing, and the ability to adjust it and just fine tune it depending on how many people or how much stuff is in it. It makes it really, really nice. And the fin reservoirs make it so you're always getting the oil as cool as possible. So there is a lot of heat on these things. So any way you can cool everything off, it helps a lot. I'm running the aluminum rock chalk control arms front and back. We're running anti-rocks front and rear. And I do have the Rock Crawler 3-inch springs on it. Been working with Rock Crawler just on the springs, just trying to get the thing to sit and ride the way I want it to ride. So Jeremy at Rock Crawler has been helping me get the thing feeling how I want it to. So little high maintenance on spring rate, as spring rate has a lot to do with the shocks you run, which then have a lot to do with the axles that you run and tires and wheels, since weight plays a factor. So this thing drives fantastic. I'd love to give everyone a ride just to see how good it really feels inside the car. I'm running my CRC front and rear bumpers, CRC rock rails, just a bolt-on replacement bumper set and rock rail set. And then for me, I'm a big fan of tucking that worn winch down in there, get as much air into the radiator as I can, and keep the CGs as low as I can. So it's been really nice. And then one of the coolest things that we did, we took the stock exhaust off and we put the MagnaFlow exhaust on it. It just brought the thing to life. It sounds so good. is great. It just has an all-around great sound. It's not too loud. I was nervous of being too loud, but honestly, it just has the perfect all-time sound. So the thing really, really sounds great with that MagnaFlow exhaust. So once again, connected to the front and rear end, we did the Spicer bolt-in replacement dry shafts. Makes it super easy. There's no getting custom dry shafts made. Literally just went to Spicer, got the part number for their aftermarket dry shafts, and is a plug-and-play deal. So really, really nice and really easy. So rather than that, this Jeep is basically stock. Motor and transmission are stock, transfer case is stock. All we did, we plugged in the HV tuners, and with the HV tuners, I was able to get all the lights off the dash because we obviously took the disconnect out of the front axle, tire size, and gear ratio changed. So all that, I'm pretty excited. It was a trick setup. Another cool feature that we did, we plugged in the front and rear ends right into the Rubicon locker, so no auxiliary switches used. All I did was basically use the stock locker switches. So when we want to use the lockers, I just hit the button like it's a stock Rubicon. So utilizing all the buttons, trying not to waste space and just trying to make it as clean as I can. For me, obviously I have a wife that likes to drive once in a while, so for me, I want to make it comfortable for her to drive on the highway and really, really be able to feel confident driving at highway speeds and around town. So it's a great all-around Jeep. Next thing and last thing, we did do the Adventure Lab front lights and got rid of the inner fender wells. I am doing some Artec skid plates and fender wells. Ran out of time, and for this trip, I wanted to really just see what's going on with the shocks and everything. So keeping it open, just watching it. Anything I can do to fine tune it, I'm gonna try to do. So last but not least, we got the JT. We had this one out here last year, but for anyone that did not see the video, this is not an axle set that as far as something that is a crate program. Everyone should know that Currie can build you whatever you want. I can go as wide as you want to go. I can go as narrow as we can go with brackets fitting, but with this, I did a 70 rear, 60 front, 72 inches wide. I can go wider if you want. It's not a problem. I did a 4-inch tube rear, 3.5-inch tube front. With this, our whole thing, we wanted to run 42-inch tires. So I got the KMC 20s with the Nitto 42s on it. I didn't actually clearance anything. I got very lucky the way the whole front end worked. It's all the rock chalk suspension with rock crawler springs, 3-inch lift, sits super low. I pushed the front end as far forward as I could, and by doing that, like you can see, there's no trimming necessary. I put 42s right on it. It turns all the way. It turns great. It rides fantastic. Once again, I did the 3-inch Fox shocks, just the combo between the rock crawler springs and the 3.0 Fox shocks. It just has a fantastic ride. Low speed, high speed. It's very controllable, and when you get those sudden drop-offs that you didn't see, it catches it great. So absolutely love with that. We did the Evo rock rails, and then the front CRC front bumper, worn winch, factor 55 hook. We got all the rock chalk suspension, anti-rock sway bars on it. And then for that, PSC steering, obviously, to help get those big tires to turn. This one, we do always Mala cabin air filter, Mala air filter in it, and oil filter, just to make sure that we're always getting that best filtration. One thing we do in all 3 Jeeps, every time they hit the dirt, we always put new cabin air filters and air filters just to make sure that we're getting 100%, clean air. I don't care if it's for me or for the Jeep. I want to make sure that there's no old dirty air getting through anything to take a chance of damaging it. So having a Mala air filter in there, we always have clean intakes. So that makes it super nice. Another cool thing on this, because it's so low, we did the Artec skid plates underneath. So if we got to drag it a little bit, it does. Rather than that, this thing, it's truly an amazing, amazing Jeep. I absolutely love the way this JT looks, the feel, the vibe, and then once again, get on the highway, pump the tires up to 30 pounds, and you're doing 80 miles an hour down the freeway, one hand on the wheel, talking like it's a normal Jeep. So truly, for me, it's a big thing to be able to drive everywhere we go. Sometimes we trailer just because we have so much equipment that we bring with us, but for trips like the Rubicon, when it's a 6 or 7 hour drive there and back, like all these Jeeps will drive there and back. And for me, we want to be comfortable. I don't want to be 2 hands on the wheel, things whistling and making a lot of noise. I want it to be as quiet as I can. So for me, these 3 Jeeps are amazing. So if you guys got any questions, concerns, comments, let us know. For me, dude, I've been so busy, I haven't had a lot of time to be even on social media, but we're back, we're here, and yeah, I want to know what you think about some of the vehicles that we have in the Currie group. So excited, and we're gonna keep wheeling. We're out here on Moab Rim right now. We're gonna keep charging. I'm Casey Currie. Thank you for watching. Now, comment below. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Subscribe right here. Watch more videos here. Thank you guys.